Muy buenos días todos y bienvenidos a esta edición del Sugar City Morning Show. Good morning everybody and welcome to today's edition of the Sugar City Morning Show. Estamos transmitiendo en vivo desde Nortevisión, Canal 10, aquí en la calle San Lorenzo, y es un gran gusto poder llegar hasta la privacidad de sus hogares. Compañeros, estamos transmitiendo por cable, aquí en Orange Walk, y a través de esa conexión a todo el resto del país. Así que un atento saludo a todas las personas que nos ven en Corozal, en la ciudad de Belice, en Belmopan, en San Ignacio, en el Benque, también en Dangriga, Mango Creek, Punta Gorda. Buenos días a todos. Aquí les envío un caluroso saludo desde Orange Walk. También estamos transmitiendo en vivo desde la torre aquí en Trail Farm, y este es para darle servicio a la gente que opta a no tener cable o donde cable no es disponible. Este servicio es para la parte norte del país y por fuerza necesitas vivir dentro de una circunvecidad, un radio de 25 millas alrededor de la torre. Así que este servicio, que es un servicio gratuito, le da servicio a las aldeas de Trail Farm, al pueblo de Orange Walk, también a aldeas como San José, San Pablo, Douglas, San Luis, también Carmelita, Champagne Ridge, Palmar y muchas otras aldeas dentro de Orange Walk y también en Corozal. Caledonia, muy buenos días. También estamos en vivo en el internet, si te gusta verlo a las 10 de la mañana cuando ya te hayas desayunado. Está disponible el programa en YouTube, simplemente tienes que entrar en el programa YouTube, claro, bajo conexión del internet, y teclear Sugar City Morning Show para la fecha que quieres ver, porque mejor aún, puedes ver todos los programas de todos los días porque están archivados todos ahí dentro. Compañeros, muy buenos días, son las 7:04. Hoy es jueves, el 4 de octubre. Como siempre, vamos a darle continuación a nuestro programa con una oración que ya es parte íntegra de este show. Compañeros, únanse conmigo a darle gracias a nuestro Creador, a nuestro Dios, que creas o no, nos llena, nos colma de muchas bendiciones, de todas las bendiciones, y ya luego de tener la confianza en este Dios, todo es mucho más fácil. Padre, te doy las gracias por todas tus bendiciones, la vida, la salud, las fuerzas, el perdón que nos ofreces absolutamente gratis, las experiencias que a través de nuestra conciencia nos hablas. Así creo yo. Gracias, Padre, por todo esto. Te pido que nos continúes bendiciendo y que cada uno de nosotros tengamos la capacidad de darnos cuenta de que tenemos que tomar acción para empezar a merecer esas bendiciones. Porque como siempre digo, recibimos y escasamente hacemos algo para merecer esas bendiciones. Muchas veces, ya luego de despertar, ya luego de haber desayunado, ya luego de haber gozado de las bendiciones de tuyas, Padre, nos esmeramos a hacerle la vida difícil a otra persona. Perdónanos, Padre. Que tengamos la capacidad de darnos cuenta de que la vida no se trata de venganza, la vida no se trata de ser vindictivo, la vida se trata de mejorarse uno como una persona, tratar esos defectos de carácter, pero muchas veces, Padre, por nuestra naturaleza, nos gusta fijarnos en otras personas y apuntarles de sus defectos de carácter sin darnos cuenta de que nosotros estamos llenos, perdón, de esos defectos también, o hasta peor aún. Padre, también te pido por los enfermos, las enfermas en los hospitales, en sus casas, en las calles, en las cárceles. Te pido, Padre, por las personas que están pasando por tiempos difíciles, espiritualmente, emocionalmente, que todavía vienen cargados con mucho resentimiento, que todavía no han depositado sus problemas a ti y que piensan que ellos mismos pueden tratarlos. Ayúdalos, Padre, y que se den cuenta que todo es más fácil cuando deposito mis problemas contigo, porque tengo la confianza de que tú nos ayudas a tratar, a resolver esos problemas. Padre, te pido hoy por humildad auténtica, no humildad fingida, humildad auténtica, donde le demos las gracias a los individuos y les damos los buenos días y las buenas noches a los compañeros. Y desearles todo lo mejor, auténticamente en nuestro corazón. Padre, te bendecimos, te glorificamos, te adoramos siempre. Amén. Muchas gracias por unirse conmigo a las 7:08. Quiero a este punto felicitar a las personas que están cumpliendo años. Hoy es el 4 de octubre. Muchas felicidades a las personas que están celebrando aniversarios. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo están? Hoy por la mañana, bueno, llovió como a las 2 de la mañana, llovió fuertemente y hoy a este momento ya podemos decir que se apaciguó un poco, pero no quiere decir de que no podamos tener lluvia, pero vamos a tener eso muy pronto con el reporte del resto del tiempo. Pero primero podemos atender la llamada de una gran amiga de Delvi que está en San Pedro y que a diario, perdón, nos inspira. Delvi, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Emmanuel.
¿Cómo estás? I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I am blessed, thanks God. I won't complain.
I like that. I am blessed. How is the weather in San Pedro?
Well, this morning is a lot drier than yesterday morning, and it's fresh. It's fresh today.
Is
a bit overcast.
Is it foggy?
No, just a bit overcast.
Because here in Orange Rock, it is kind of foggy and there's a lot of humidity in place. There's a lot of humidity. I'd like to take time out to thank you and to wish you all the best. Inspire us this morning, Delvi. We need inspiration.
Yes. All right. This one I have is entitled "Pain Brings a Promise."
Pain brings a promise.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Now picture one who bled and died, that all sinful past may subside. He suffered much, and through it all, he got back up each time he'd fall. It's too common, just cliche, that a man named Christ died one day. On a tree he stood, all stretched out. A spoken peace came from his mouth. Forgive them, Father, for they know not. Even sinners in his heart had a spot. The thorns that was made for him was placed. On top of his head the crown replaced. But not a thing that could have undone the battle that for us was already won. Now trace right back before the tree. Jesus knelt to pray in Gethsemane, that if it be possible, it pass him by, but your will, Father, yours, not mine. And he wept, oh, he wept bitterly, that blood came out instead of sweat. Through the pain, brutal pain, Jesus Christ did not forget. that we would fall and make mistakes, that we would contribute to each other's heartaches, that we'd sometimes forget to pray. That is why he suffered pain, to show us grace undeserving, to show us mercy, to show us love. So he suffered greatly to gain us bliss. Behind his pain lay the promise.
Oh, I love that. I love that very much. I love that very much. And I, in particular, want to tell you that I love the part that says he went through difficulty he said, you said in the poem, let me do your will and not mine. And that is very, very important, because I just, in my prayer, I just asked exactly for that, because many of us, because of our egoistic way of thinking, we like to have everything our way, notwithstanding the fact that many times we hurt people in the process. But everything is my way. I will try to get this for him. I don't care what this one says. I don't care what this one does. I'm going to do it regardless, because it's for my benefit. But we have to be thinking differently. We have to be doing things his way. His will has to be done, not my will. And that is, I think, very, very important. Also, you alluded to the pain that he went through. Yes, I guess that's why we are already saved, and we are filled with his grace. Thank you, Delby. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Bye-bye. Thank you very much. Compañeros, a este momento vamos a una pausa. Son las 13, pero antes de ir a esta pausa, quiero pasar un anuncio. I'd like to share an announcement with you. And this comes from the Orange Walk Bible Chapel. And they are presenting and inviting you to their Grand Revival Services 2018. And under the theme, Reaching Hearts, Changing Lives, Winning Souls. And they have the presence of Reverend Roger Berry and Reverend, what is this? I can't distinguish the name here, but nonetheless, this is an invitation for everybody to come celebrate the Lord Jesus with your friends and family. Don't worry, the event is free for all. Come as you are, for today may be too late. When is this? October the 5th through to the 7th, 2018, and the time is 7 p.m. Thank you very much. Orange Walk Bible Chapel, next to Social Security Board Office. Compañeros, vengan todos a esta reunión del Orange Walk Bible Chapel, donde se va a celebrar nuestro Señor Jesucristo, donde se te invita a celebrar con tu familia y tus amistades en una convivencia. El 5 al 7 de octubre, que empieza mañana y termina mañana y termina el domingo. A las 7 de la noche, ¿dónde? En Orange Walk Bible Chapel. Una cordial invitación. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go to the general weather forecast when it is 6:45. And the general situation says a generally moist northeasterly airflow prevails over the area. The 24-hour forecast. Cloudy at times with a few showers and isolated thunderstorms, mostly over the sea and along some coastal areas this morning, affecting inland areas by late morning into this afternoon, and then over the sea and coast again tonight. So we're not out of the rain yet. With the winds blowing from the northeast, 5 to 15 knots, the sea stayed choppy to moderate. Temperatures along the coast, 87 degrees as a high, 77 degrees as a low. Inland, 92 degrees as a high, 73 as a low. And in the hills, a very comfortable 80 degrees Fahrenheit as a high and 68 degrees as a low. There are no warnings in effect. The outlook for tomorrow, Friday, hallelujah, tomorrow is already Friday, and Friday night is for similar weather to continue across the country with slightly more rainfall activity during the night. After all is said and done, ladies and gentlemen, October tends to be the wettest month. It's shared that amount. The history shows that it's a race between September and October. This year, I would believe that the way October is beginning is we're gonna have a very wet month, and in May just as well continue that way. Buenos días, compañeros, compañeras. Aquí les va el reporte del estado del tiempo para hoy, 4 de octubre. La situación general, puesta como un flujo de aire proveniente del noreste y generalmente húmedo, está controlando el clima sobre nuestra área. Para las siguientes 24 horas, en definido, nublado por momentos con algunos chubascos y tronadas aisladas, más sobre el mar y sobre algunas áreas de la costa hoy por la mañana, y luego afectando áreas del interior del país, más luego hoy por la mañana hasta casi mediodía, y también aparte también va a estar ocurriendo parte de la tarde también las tronadas, y luego sobre el mar y por la costa de nuevo por la tarde. Así que hoy por la tarde, desde hoy por la mañana a las 10, las 11, es muy probable que tengamos lluvia, y esto va a continuar hasta momentos en la tarde, hasta las 3, 4 de la tarde, que tengamos una posibilidad o probabilidad de que tengamos chubascos y tronadas en el interior del país. No define exactamente dónde en el interior del país, pero es muy posible de que más probable que suceda en las montañas, pero también no podemos descontar la posibilidad de que suceda aquí en el norte también. Los vientos del norte-noreste 5 a 15 nudos, el estado del mar agitado moderado, temperaturas por la costa 87 como una máxima, 77 una mínima en el interior, 92 grados como una máxima, 73 como una mínima, y por las colinas 80 como una máxima y 68 como una mínima. No hay advertencias en lugar. Se espera que mañana viernes y viernes por la noche continuemos con condiciones similares, y se espera también que veamos un poco más de lluvia ya al atardecer, ya al anochecer, perdón. El sol se oculta hoy a las 5:38. Ya estamos viendo que se está ocultando más temprano cada día, y el sol sale mañana a las 5:43. Muchas gracias, Angelia Guy, por esta información, y también a todas las otras personas que trabajan en el Met Service. Compañeros, ya son las 7:20. Hoy tenemos invitados. Hoy tenemos a la chairlady de Trail Farm, y vamos a tenerla aquí con nosotros tan pronto entremos al siguiente segmento. Y no les voy a adelantar de qué vamos a hablar, simplemente les pido que continúen sintonizados. Vamos a esta pausa, este momento, y entonces estamos de vuelta con ustedes tan pronto estos anuncios. No se vayan.
You have an 8-cylinder powerful engine disguised as an aluminum alloy that spins at 8,000 revolutions per minute.
Goes like this. You think it's a turbo?
No, with a cleaning of injectors and a change of oil, you will run more efficient, my friend.
For those who understand the engine like it talks to you, we speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
The sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillett's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longaniza, and sugar-cured ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillett's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
Sign up today. Now available in Corozal and San Ignacio.
Why go anywhere else on vacation when an unforgettable experience awaits you right here in your own backyard? Explore southern Belize, home to the Cacao Trail, the historically rich Maya, and our illustrious southern heritage. Satisfy your sweet tooth with a cacao tour, relax by the river, or enjoy a basket weaving demonstration. Stop in for some delicious southern food. Come and enjoy some good old-fashioned southern hospitality. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Six cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the washers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Bienvenidos de vuelta al Sugar City Morning Show. Son exactamente las 7:25. Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It is exactly 25 minutes after 7 o'clock. Buenos días de nuevo. Hoy tengo el privilegio de darle la bienvenida, porque tengo conmigo aquí a la chairlady del Village Council de Trial Farm, a la señora Rita Coco. Señora Rita, buenos días.
Buenos días,
y
Emanuel.
bienvenida al
Gracias.
show. ¿Cómo está usted?
Muy bien, Emanuel, gracias.
Me alegro, me alegro. No es de siempre que la señora Rita, perdón, no es de siempre que la señora Rita decide venir al show, pero hoy, bueno, hace unos días pidió venir al show y también congenia con nuestra invitación que teníamos para ella. Así que, Miss Rita, de lo que entiendo, va a haber una presentación en una junta, una reunión en Trial Farm. Le doy ahora el privilegio de hablar más en torno de esa reunión.
Muy bien, Emanuel, gracias. Muchísimas gracias por tu invitación. Buenos días, querido público. de Trial Farm, mis queridos aldeanos, buenos días, Belice, a donde nos escuchan todos, hasta los confines de nuestra linda patria de Belice. Estamos acá para... Ya se invitó a la gente, Manuel. Ya fue una nota, todos consiguieron una nota como esta, que habíamos mandado de la escuela con la maestra, la principal. Entonces, se está llevando una junta, porque es muy importante que la gente se eduque sobre este referendo que se llevará a cabo el 10 de abril del 2019. Y si la gente no está informada sobre los sucesos que están pasando, entonces no estamos en nada. Y tenemos que educar a nuestra gente para que sepan el por qué estamos yendo a este referendo. Entonces la consulta se está llevando a cabo, ya empezó, y nosotros tenemos la nuestra este domingo, el 7 de octubre, en el parque de Trial Farm. Eso va a ser a las 3 de la tarde. Entonces invitamos a todas las personas, a toda la gente que está interesada, que vengan a escuchar, que vengan a oír qué es lo que estamos peleando por nuestro derecho. Okay.
¿También habrá oportunidad que la gente haga preguntas a los presentadores?
Pues no estoy en la capacidad para contestar algunas preguntas, pero sí, tal vez pueden llamar para, para a ver si les puedo
digamos,
contestar.
Ese día, durante la reunión.
Durante la reunión sí, claro. Sí.
Así que va a haber oportunidad de que si es que vas a la reunión, a la presentación, y no te quedó algo en claro, entonces tienes la oportunidad de hacer tu pregunta ahí mero.
Sí.
Recordando, esto es para la gente de Trial Farm.
De Trial Farm.
Esto es para la gente de Trial Farm.
De Trial Farm, sí, es cierto.
¿Cuándo es? Es este domingo y empieza a las 3 de la tarde.
A las 3 de la tarde.
Ahora, esto va a ser en el parque de Trial Farm.
Sí.
Si es, compañeros, que muestra como si va a llover, van a poner tiendas. Es más, van a poner tents. ¿Ok? Y entonces, pues, esto va a ayudar. Pero, muy importantemente, no permita que eso les detenga. Por favor. La información es poder. Y la información pertinente es aún más poder. Yo les invito, por favor, a tomar oportunidad de este esfuerzo que viene de DAFCO, ¿verdad?
Sí.
The District Association of Village Councils, en su responsabilidad hacia el pueblo, a la aldea, a todas las aldeas que representan. Están entonces invitando a personal del ministerio y de otros lugares que son facilitadores, presentadores, a hablar acerca de la encuesta popular, que viene el 10 de abril 2019, el otro año. Desde ahora hasta entonces se estará llevando un programa de concientización, información, educación. Así que cuando ya llegue el día, el 10 de abril, todos estemos suficientemente preparados para poder ir a las urnas y votar como decidimos nosotros. No se les va a estar diciendo sí o no, esa decisión lo haces tú.
Personalmente.
Personalmente. ¿Ok? Pero los hechos quizás van a sonar como si estuviéramos tomando un lado. Pero, y no nos disculpamos por eso. Pero, les estoy diciendo de que la decisión va a ser finalmente de ustedes. Así que empieza a las 3 de la tarde.
Sí, empieza a las 3 de la tarde.
Y terminará hasta, como digamos, las 5 de la tarde. Ya luego de 2 horas ya pierdes interés, ya tienes que ir a hacer la bebida, ya luego entonces... Otra cosita, ¿se va a permitir niños ahí?
Como estudiantes sí, tal vez, pero ya niños, para ellos no saben nada todavía,
no saben nada, así que se les pide a los papás, por favor, dejar los niños, porque es importante que la gente no solo atienda, pero que escuche.
Por ejemplo, los estudiantes que ya entienden mejor, 4, 5, 6, que es muy importante para ellos que aprendan de esto desde muy chicos.
Y a todos los estudiantes que ya están yendo a la secundaria, por favor, tomen tiempo para ir. Porque la presentación será muy informativa y llena de información, y también te dará oportunidad de hacer preguntas.
Sí, muy importante para los estudiantes de los colegios, porque también creo que eso viene en sus historias de ellos, ¿no?
Sí.
Es muy
y
importante
también
que sepan.
para los papás y las mamás, que también van a tener la oportunidad de votar. Así que va a haber una serie de presentaciones, porque este solo es el primero. Me imagino que ya más luego, entre el mes de noviembre, diciembre, enero, febrero, habrá muchas más presentaciones para poder informarle a usted suficientemente de los hechos tal como son. ¿Ok? Así que quedamos en claro con esto. A las 3 de la tarde en el parque, este domingo, a las 3 de la tarde.
And for people who don't understand in Spanish, I will just read my flyer so that they can understand.
Este es en inglés.
So, the Orange York, DAFCO and the ICJ Referendum Committee will be conducting consultation in the Orange York district. So in Trial Farm, we will have it at the Trial Farm Park on October 7, 2018. That will be this coming Sunday at 3 p.m. Okay, all villagers are asked to come out and be informed. It is important to know the facts before making your decisions. And this message comes from the DAFCO, that means the Orange York Association of Village Councils, okay? So we are inviting everybody to come out, come and learn about our country,
about the history,
about the history of our country. So, some people don't know about our history, you know.
I know.
Some people don't know.
And it baffles me.
Yes.
That a number of people, well, sometimes, Miss Rita, the situations are such that, oh, my father didn't send me to school, and whatever I learned I've already forgotten. But I can understand that. I can understand that, believe me. But I do believe, however, that when it comes to school children, there should be no reason why they should not already be informed about the Anglo-Guatemalan Treaty, April 30th, 1859, and the 7 articles associated with that treaty. I do believe when I went to school, I can recall the Treaty of Versailles, the Treaty of Paris, 1763, 1783, and blah, 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 blah. And up to date, I still remember it. And all of that information helps me today to be able to come to a decision as to how I will vote in that referendum. Okay?
That's true.
So this is an invitation for the people to come out and to listen to the presenters. It's going to be a very interesting evening at the Central Trial Farm Park, where you can also ask questions and say, tell me what, explain this to me because I never understand this too good. Okay? Or the question might be, tell me what happens if we don't do this? what happens if we do this? And those are the pertinent questions but I would like to remind you, please, this is for the people of Trial Farm. Okay? Because, as I repeated, this effort is for the people of Trial Farm. Okay? There will be opportunity for other villages, because I think the previous day there would have been one already in San Jose, San Pablo, the previous day. And then for following days there will be a number of other presentations, and this is meant only for the villagers in those areas. Okay? The following week, I think it will be San Esteban, and so forth, and so forth. Okay? So this is an opportunity for the villagers to come out and learn. And learn. Okay? Reminding you, please, if you don't need to take your children, your small children, don't, please. Because if you can leave them at home with somebody who is responsible, and then you be the one who picks up information, and when you get home, you explain this to the family, that would be a perfect choice. But because it's going to be an important presentation, we would like your full attention during the presentation.
Okay,
Señora Rita, algo perturbante sucedió en Trial Farm hace un par de días. Algo que cuando lo reportamos me llenó de una cantidad de frustración, hasta de miedo, y no miedo por decir por mí, pero por los niños que son más vulnerables. Entiendo de que hubo un atento de secuestro en Trial Farm. Así es.
Bueno, Emanuel, como vuelvo a repetir otra vez, ¿no? Según las personas allá, pues, intentaron agarrar a una muchacha y un estudiante que fue a buscar al estudiante, al niño de 8 años. Según ella, se dio cuenta que alguien la estaba siguiendo. Y entonces, según ella, dice que vio una persona que venía atrás de ellos, y cuando ella llegó donde ella iba a entregar al niño a la casa, otra persona salió de un zacatal. Es un terreno que no sabemos de quién es, que está alto el zacate, y entonces otra persona salió de allá. Bueno, entre los dos, pues me imagino que querían jalar al niño. Pero como yo digo, ¿no? Nosotros a veces no esperamos tal cosa, porque según entiendo que había esa persona estaba en el parque, parado con bicicleta, pero yo no puedo decir si es cierto o no es cierto, porque a mí me dijeron que había una persona, esa persona estaba allá. Yo no puedo decir si esa persona era la misma, y no puedo asegurarlo. Pero entonces hubo alguien que dijo que, bueno, eso sí sucedió, que jalaron a la niña porque está traumada la niña hasta ahorita, porque ya está grande la muchacha. Y un señor dijo que yo vi que la persona estaba en el parque, tal vez mirando a los niños que pasen, y yo no llamé a la policía. Para mí eso es una gran mentira, porque nosotros estábamos mirando que Mr. Novelo estaba poniendo, cambiando las luces en la calle, y eso me interesa a mí porque hay partes que están muy oscuras. Entonces, pues eso estábamos viendo nosotros cuando oímos que había sucedido algo en la calle de Plum, entre Plum y Mangrove, y nosotros nos fuimos corriendo a ver. Le digo a mis compañeras, vamos a ver qué está pasando allá, y fue cuando supimos lo que había pasado. Así es que entonces, para mí, hay personas que solo dicen lo que quieren decir, no piensan cuando hablan, que pueden estar difundiendo alguna mentira. Y entonces yo, como persona, me interesan los niños, y quiero que esos niños vivan una vida feliz en sus casas y en su aldea.
Así que usted lo ve completamente injusto que esta persona le acuse a usted de saber, de haber visto a ese hombre y no haber llamado a la policía.
Eso, ajá. No me
Porque lo vio, es posible que lo haya visto, pero no sabe si esa persona tiene malas intenciones.
Claro, es cierto.
No somos Dios, ni sabemos.
No somos sabios, ni pensar que lo que está pensando aquella persona. Así estamos. Y
¿Qué es, señora Rita, su mejor consejo hoy en día para los papás y los niños?
Yo veo que muchos niños pasan frente a mi casa solitos. Vienen de la escuela caminando o en bicicleta, cruzan el highway solitos. Niños como de infantú, que son muy pequeños, andan solos. Y yo pienso que cada pariente debe tener cuidado con sus niños, especialmente con la carretera, al cruzar esa carretera. Y ahora con esto de que siempre hay personas que quieren hacerle mal a los niños, ¿no? No decimos que todos, pero hay personas que tienen mal pensamiento. Y yo le pido a los parientes, por favor, traten de cuidar cuiden mejor a sus niños. Ahora no es solo la muchacha, hasta el muchachito, que los traten de cuidar en todo. Yo no doy ningún niño de mi escuela, sino que el pariente tiene que pararse en la reja de mi escuela para recoger el niño. No dejo que salga a la calle solo a encontrar a su pariente afuera. El pariente tiene que entrar en la reja.
Tiene reglas bien estrictas.
Sí, por eso es que pido, ¿quién te va a traer al niño a la escuela? ¿Quién te lo va a llevar? Me tienen que dar un nombre específico para que yo le entregue el niño a esa persona, si no se lo doy a nadie.
Pues
y así debe ser.
Ayer estuvimos hablando acerca de esto, y ayer, no recuerdo exactamente dónde, pero yo conozco de instituciones escolares, escuelas, que si tú no tienes hecho arreglo para que otra persona, aparte de usted, del papá o la mamá, vaya a recoger a tus hijos, por nada lo sueltan, no importa qué hora sea. Al contrario, van a esperar ahí hasta que alguien de la familia lo pase a buscar.
Sí.
Y yo conozco de muchas personas que se le han sido rehusado el acceso, el poder recoger a personas, a niños de la escuela, no obstante que sean personas confiables y todo, pero si tu nombre no está puesto en ese libro para recoger a tal niño, no te lo dan.
No se le da.
¿Por qué? Porque están muy conscientes de los peligros que nos acechan.
Sí.
¿Okay? Así que yo me uno con usted, señora Rita, a pedirle a los papás, por favor, ser más cuidadosos. Ser más cuidadosos. No permitir que el niño se esté saliendo, o la niña esté saliendo solo por las noches, por las tardes en la tarde, pero también acompañarlos a la escuela, ir a buscarlos. Yo conozco de papás que ya el niño o la niña tiene 8 o 9 años, pero a diario los pasan a buscar y no permiten que nada les suceda.
Eso
Te
es
invito
cierto.
a que hagas lo mismo.
Es cierto.
Ok. All right. Otra noticia que tienes para ofrecer a nosotros es que la fecha de la convención para elegir al Standard Bearer de Orange Walk North se ha cambiado del 6 de enero hasta ¿qué fecha?
El 16 de diciembre.
El 16
Ese
de
va a ser el día.
diciembre. Así que, compañeros, compañeras, 16 de diciembre es la fecha puesta para la convención para elegir el Standard Bearer de Orange Walk North. ¿Okay? Sabemos ya de que el 25 de noviembre es la fecha también para Orange Walk Central. Así que mucha actividad política se nos acerca. yo te invito a, por favor, de que te registres lo antes posible si no te has registrado y que ya cuando sea la fecha de la convención o de las elecciones ya puedas votar, porque ya cumpliste con tu derecho, con tu responsabilidad civil. Señora Rita, ya son las 7:47 minutos, 13 para las 8. ¿Alguna otra noticia necesita usted compartir con la gente de Trial Farm?
Trial Farm. Bueno, estando aquí también le pido a los aldeanos, especialmente esos que tienen lotes con monte alto, zacate alto, por favor, traten de limpiar sus lotes, porque allá es donde vienen muchos peligros, especialmente para nuestros niños que andan en la calle. Traten de limpiar sus lotes y donde hay drenaje, por favor, enfrente de su casa, traten de limpiarlo para que el agua tenga acceso, porque me vienen a decir que tal persona tiene basura en el drenaje y el agua no puede cruzar y entra en los cercos. A veces ponen un bulto de como dicen, un load de tierra en el drenaje. ¿Qué es que piensan? El agua ya no puede cruzar. El agua se mete en los terrenos de otras personas y les pido, por favor, no hagan eso, porque el drenaje se puso para que el agua cruce. Si tienen su monto de tierra, ya métalo en su terreno, no en la calle ni encima del drenaje. Eso les pido. Urge que esa agua cruce, porque está lloviendo mucho. Que esa agua cruce para que ya no nos esté dañando en los
No hay inundaciones en Trial Farm.
No, ya no hay inundación en Trial Farm.
Ya no hay,
Ya
gracias,
no hay. Gracias
al gobierno,
sí.
gracias a los esfuerzos del ministro Vega y de parte de muchas personas, de que ya no hay, no es como
Ya
antes
no.
que se inundaba toda la área de
Sí.
Trial Farm.
Ahora ya no hay.
Gracias
Y
a
también le damos gracias a BL, que está poniendo luces más claritas en las calles, porque todo para allá abajo pues ya hay, y también están poniendo los postes para el puesto que no tienen Blackwater. Ya los postes ya los están poniendo, alistarlo para ponerle luces también allá.
Así que el proceso de alumbramiento sucede bajo este gobierno.
Sigue.
Sigue, continúa. Así que todas las áreas que no tenían corriente, ahora van a tener corriente y van a tener luz en las calles.
Sí, Emanuel, es cierto.
Me da mucho gusto saber eso. Trial Farm sigue creciendo como aldea.
Siempre sigue.
Sigue
Ya
creciendo.
expandió bastante. Y la gente pues necesita su agua y su corriente para que puedan construir a donde no hay, donde no pueden ir.
Ok, muy bien. Pues señora Rita, yo le quiero dar las gracias a usted y recordándole al público de que por favor sea parte de este esfuerzo de información, educación este domingo a las 3 de la tarde en el parque de Trial Farm. Por favor, venga a informarse, a participar con sus preguntas, a escuchar y con sus preguntas. Si es que llueve, vamos a poner
Tiendas de campaña.
Sí, las tiendas, para que podamos siempre aún continuar con la presentación. De nuevo, gracias señora Rita.
Usted también, Emanuel, muchas gracias.
Por nada. Vamos a una pausa cuando son las 7:50, 10 para las 8. Hoy tenemos otro invitado, y luego entonces vamos a hablar sobre un tema muy importante que nos acecha, un problema bastante fuerte, y esto recién. Pero primero vamos a esta pausa y estaremos de vuelta con ustedes luego de esos anuncios. Vamos a la pausa.
Freshly extracted local honey, perfect for today's dessert. And these locally produced onions, they are just the right size for my popular onion rings and hamburgers. And these cuts of sheep lamb, also grown locally, are just perfect for my succulent barbecue. When I think about my family's health, I buy local products first. After all, they are fresh and healthier. And if you do the same, you're shaping a brighter future for your community, your family, and yourself as local spending circles back to you. Remember, when you buy local products, you are building a better Belize.
This message is proudly sponsored by the Food and Agriculture Organization, European Union, Ministry of Agriculture, and Belize Marketing and Development Corporation.
Sign up today. Now available in Corozal and San Ignacio.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
All parents and students, A&R Stores countrywide announced the arrival of their back-to-school inventory. If you need school bags and knapsacks, say no more. A&R Stores have the largest assortment of knapsacks in the country with brands like Jansport, Capsule, and Everest, famous for their resistance and durability. If you need school supplies, A&R Stores have everything, yes, everything you'll need, such as exercise books, composition books, lunch bags, folders, and a whole range of school supplies and arts and craft material. A&R Stores, your #1 store for back-to-school supplies. Visit them at any of their 8 locations. A&R Store, where our prices make the difference.
Sign up today. Now available in Corozal and San Ignacio.
Bienvenidos de vuelta al Sugar City Morning Show. Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It is exactly 5 minutes before 8 o'clock. Hoy tengo el gran gusto de tener a otra persona. Esta señora, this lady has been at the helm of the Help Age movement here in Orange Walk for many, many years. How long?
From 1990.
From 1990.
Yeah.
It is my pleasure to welcome and to say good morning to the president of the Help Age Committee, Miss Campos.
Miss Campos. I'm Ophelia Novella.
Ophelia Novella. I know her as Miss Campos from way back.
Yeah.
From when we used to live around the area.
Yeah.
Miss Ophelia.
Good morning, television viewers and radio listeners, this evening. I've been in HelpAge since 1990 as a member. And then we had a program in 1992, which was when we got the van that we are using now to have a program which Canada donated the van for us. And we had a program where we got some money, and then we had feeding program. I used to be a nurse for many years, for about 8 years, before I got married. And due to that, I got the job at the HelpAge for dealing with the elderly.
What prompted you to become a member of the HelpAge and to assist the HelpAge group?
Oh, from small, I used to learn. Want to help different people in the community, young people, old people, except children. I can't deal with.
It's a fact. Okay,
yeah, but with the elderlies and any other type of ages.
So you find it fulfilling?
Yeah, for me, yes.
You find that you're doing something, helping the older people.
Yeah.
Now, HelpAge has been in existence for many years here in
From 1983.
1993.
83. It just started as a group of about 7 people, I think. It was with Mr. Carballo. He's the oldest member in our...
How big is HelpAge here in Orange Walk right now?
In what way?
In terms of membership or people that you care for or aid?
We always program ourselves 100 people or more.
100 people?
Yeah.
So the work that you do impacts easily 100 people all the time? All
right now.
And what kind of services do you offer to the people?
We have the packages that we do every monthly with for the shut-ins. That's the ones that are sick and they have somebody who
shut-ins.
Yeah, we call them shut-ins. People that can come out. Yes, they don't socialize. They're sick. They're in bed and things like that. The same family take care of them, but then we give them a little package, especially the ones that need. But some of them not necessary. But for that we have 70 people right now that we
you have 70 people that you assist with shut-ins
monthly. Monthly, once a month we give them a package.
And that package includes what?
Basic necessities like rice, toilet paper, beans, oil, cooking oil, milk. I can't remember the other one. It's about 10 or 12 items.
An approximate value of about $20–30 approximately. About that.
But we usually get it through donations. That's why the program that we had on Monday recognized the ones that from years back. They are helping us monthly with those some of the items. Other items we have to buy. But then like the sugar, the rice and things like that, we usually get it from different sources. Like the beans and things, we get it from the Hindu, Mrs. Sabita, Mama Pours. Then we have the sugar, we used to get it from BSI. I don't know if we're still getting it from that. I don't think so. I don't know what happened with BSI. But now we have to buy it. Flour, we used to get it from Belize. Now we have to buy that because something happened to the mill and then we are not getting it again. Then the Hindus from Arcades, around Baker Street, they provide the biscuits, the sausages, and different other little things.
Arcades is on
Baker Street. Betias.
That's wrong the house. Wrong probably.
Yeah, right there. Well, they provide small items like ramen and the other different things that they could buy. So monthly we have packages for that. And for that is one of the reasons why we're trying to see we could actually get people to get involved in our organization, younger people, because we are getting old. Me, myself, I can't deal with weighing because we get a sack or 2 sacks of flour and then we weigh it for accommodate the whole 70 people, and then that's a lot of work. So we're trying to get younger people, but they don't want to deal with that.
Is it that they don't want or they don't feel sufficiently motivated?
I don't know.
There has to be a reason explaining why. Because one thing we are guaranteed is that we are going to get old, all of us.
I know. That's all.
And I think that should serve as a stark reminder to all of us that, hey, we need to do our part so when we get old, then somebody's going to be there for us.
Yes. I used to always remember one person in particular, and you're supposed to know her, Miss Leiva, Miss Flora. I used to do domiciliary work. I used to go all around the whole from Orange Rock, Carmelita. We had different people that I used to visit daily, and I used to always remember when I go visit her, sometimes she just wants to talk. You have elderly that just need a little conversation with somebody. And then she used to always say,
she was fun to be.
Yeah. I used to take some time up to hour and a half talking to her. And then I used to always say, I wonder if she has pain or she's, because he used to always come, yo Felia. Me duele todo mi cuerpo. That's why I always use this phrase. Me duele todo mi hermoso cuerpo. Because he used to always say that. And then I used to wonder and say, I wonder if she has pain or she's just making up. But no, that I'm feeling the pain now. I said, that's pasando.
Apart from that service that you do to shut-ins, and this is good stuff. What else do you do? Do you do visits to hospitals, to elderly, or what else do you do?
We do visitations to the elderly. Hospital, we don't go.
You don't go.
No, we don't go to the hospital, but we do visit, like during, especially during this month, we have 3 days that we do visitation, which was Tuesday, Wednesday, and today Thursday.
And are you organized in such a manner that, say, some people will do it Tuesday, some will do it Wednesday, some will do it Thursday?
Yeah. And
on a weekly basis, then?
No, weekly. That's only on the month of this month, because it's International Day for the Elderly is the 1st of October, worldwide. And Belize then usually has a whole week program. In most countries, that only 1 day. But in our society, we have a program for a whole week. So each district have their own program that they do.
So talk to us quickly, Mr. Fele, about what activity did you have on Monday?
On Monday.
And what on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and culminating on
Friday tomorrow.
Tomorrow, or what should we look forward to?
On Monday, on Sunday, we started the program on Sunday, which was the 29th, I think. We had a dinner for 12 o'clock. And I don't know what happened, but then most of our elderly are dying, and then it was very poor. The attendance was very poor this year. We catered for 100, and we only had about 58 elderly that went. I don't know what happened this time. And on Monday, which was the 1st of October, we had in Despierta Belize in CTV. There was Miss Sally. Oh, by the way, I'm not the president. I'm the vice president.
Oh, you're the vice president.
The president is Miss Araceli Leiva.
Miss Araceli Leiva.
And Mr. Belize is the treasurer.
My apologies there. Okay.
Yeah, I am just the vice president. Mr. Belize is the treasurer, and he's the one that go around and get the things to be packaged or and deliver it to the each member have a amount of elderly that we give provision to. So if in my area I have only 2 right now because most of them don't die.
How do you determine
who needs it?
Who needs it?
Oh, well, then we visit people or neighbors will talk. That little lady have nobody to visit, and sometimes not eat and things like that. And then we go home, go to see.
What if you find a lady that, yes, is alone, but you know that her family is right down the street, but for some reason, que se pelearon entre ellos, you know, the kids don't, or the daughters don't visit the mother, but the poor mother needs.
You know.
Do you do some sort of, reconciliation? You try at having the family get back together as one, or anything like that?
Well,
or you just take care of the help, try to
no, we just try to take care of the elderly, and sometimes we talk to the neighbors. I mean, no, well, we give the person the food package, and then could you cook her the dinner or something like that. But in most cases, the same neighborhood would give a person a plate of dinner or something. So that's the way I mean, our people do it. Because in family, sometimes they always are fighting for this, fighting for that, especially if you have, like they say, herencia.
Y no se ha muerto en octubre, señor. La herencia.
Ya están peleando la herencia. So that's the problem right now. So, and I've seen a lot of cases that with elderly, that's why I told my husband, whenever you do your will, put it in an estate, so that nobody can sell it, so you can turn in your grave. Because if this have to consent, the one they have to consent, all of your children have to consent to sell it. Because right now, the first thing the child say, if you not take it, we have listened to this with a lot of older folks that we visit. Sometimes they can't go to parties or anything that we invite them. Why? Because they have to mind grandchildren. For one plate of dinner, sometimes you have a lot of elderly that for a plate of dinner they have to mind grandchildren. If you don't mind my son or my daughter on a video or on a Claudio, that's a fact. And that not only me they say that, but a lot of people, the neighborhood knows what is happening. Yeah, it's heartless, but then it's reality. We have to realize that it's reality that's happening right now. Then most of the, for what? Sometimes some of them just go for dancing or things like that. They all have to stay and mind the child. Then in some other cases, you have that due to fighting, like they say, for something that they have, they would, especially the men. I don't want to talk bad about men, but sometimes the men, they would tell the lady, sign right here, mama, for make it, then we could extend a house or whatever, and then you vas a vivir feliz hasta el resto de tu vida. Nothing like that happened. As soon as the old folk signs, what they do, they mortgage the property, lose the houses, the old ladies stay in the street, and they stay on the street. That is happening right now, all about. For the same, and sometimes you have, when we visit the elderly, the daughter or the son lives in a good house, and the little lady there, old shed. That's happening. But we don't realize that one of these days you will be old, you know. Karma, they always say karma turns wrong. What you do,
that's one of them.
What you do right now, you will be paying it. So you must remember that every day we are getting older and older.
So that's one of the main reasons why you're inviting younger people to be a part of
the help page.
How can they be a part of help page? Suppose somebody out there says, "Tell you what, I'd like to dedicate some time to help the older people. I recognize the fact that at the end of the day, I'm going to get old too, and I would like to do my part." How can you do that? Do you need to become a member of the help page, or can it just be a volunteer?
You can be a volunteer, you can be a member. A member is that when we have meetings and things like that, you attend the meetings. We usually have meeting monthly. Every second of Tuesday of the month, we have a meeting. You can attend the meetings. We have volunteers that are there at the home. Then you have some anonymous volunteers. We call them anonymous because they do their part right, but they know nobody know. Okay, well, I'm helping or things like that. And then we have the other volunteers that when you have like cooking and things like that, well, they do that.
Would you like to see more donations coming from the business community?
We would, yes. Especially with the Hindus, they have one thing with them. They have a religion or their belief that the more you give, the more you get. That's their belief. That's what I got it from one of the older folks that died already, one of the Hindus there. Because I used to still deal with them, no? Whenever they were at the van, I used to go visit them and then talk to them.
You no longer have the van, do you?
No, I don't no longer. Mr. Bellis has it. He's the one that's in charge of running the errands and picking up, especially when you have parties, picking up the foods and things like that. What we do, whenever we have party, we don't go look for the elder folks. It's your choice to go to the party, but when the party is finished, then then we take them home in different areas of the town. And why we don't go look for them is because Mr. Bellis at that moment he's looking for the food this way
and he's busy
otherwise. And then we don't have no other vehicle to move around. We only have a little van that's I think from 1993 we got that van, and it's still working.
I know the van. I know that trademark look of that van, but I know that with Miss Ophelia behind the wheel.
Yes, a little blue one with a little sun on the palm tree. Yes. Yeah, that was the logo first.
Yes, exactly.
That was the logo first.
The sun.
Yeah, with a little palm tree. Yeah, that was the logo.
Right. So you would like to see more participation from more donations coming from the business community and from individuals as well, because at the end of the day, man, we cannot live with the you never know what life has in store for you. Never. Because at the end of the day, life is full of surprises.
Oh yeah.
And we must do our part to ensure that those who are growing old are growing old but are doing it in a respectable manner, where they are not being taken, where they're not being abused, where they are not being taken for granted, where they're not going to sleep hungry, where they're clean. There is a way. Growing old, it has a lot of implications. Sometimes, I saw it with my grandparents and my parents that it's once a child.
Twice a man, my father.
Yes, right. Once a man, twice a child situation. Because you need special care and attention.
That's it.
You need special care and attention. So the more you give, believe me, the more you take care of the person, then the more blessings you receive. So I'd like to invite the people to participate, to be volunteers to the HelpAge committee,
that's
and to become members of the HelpAge committee. And if you like to, you may not like the way it's handled, or because you don't like where it's situated, or you don't like this, or you don't like that, but then maybe it takes you to go in and change that.
Yeah, that's what I'll say. But then as usual, I don't know what happened. Sometimes they start, as members, and all of a sudden they stop going to meetings and things like that, and then I don't know why they drop out. So I don't know about that. But coming to our program, we had on Monday, we had the morning show, like what I was saying. Then in the afternoon, in the evening, 5 o'clock, we started a program for to recognize the people that were helping us, that are helping us up to now.
Would you like to share that information with the public and give thanks to them?
I would like to thank all the I call it the
donors
that for years, which is one is the Miss Sabita from Mama Pors, the RK people, the Bojuanis, I think there, and then we have Medina's Construction. Up to now, they're still giving the sack of rice, thanks to them. Then we have we recognize Mr. Renan Briseño because he was one of the he's the one that every time we have party, he does the karaoke and the music.
Renan, thank you very much.
Without charging us a cent. So, who else we recognize? I can't remember the other ones, but then I think it was about 12 or 13 people.
But whoever you may be, pardon the fact that your name may not be mentioned, but whoever you may be, if you have been active, please accept our gratitude and our thanks, because at the end of the day, I already feel part of this thing. I can assure you that in some way or manner, I will assist you.
That's good. Then on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, which is today, they are doing visitations, like to the shut-ins. We have named different people that are going to go visit some of the elderly.
So what will you be having tomorrow?
Tomorrow we are having a tea party to close the week.
High tea?
Tea, black tea, with milk and things like that. Yeah, that with I think it was not Johnny cake, the other one, the sweet one, what call it?
Powder bun.
Andale. Powder bun.
Powder bun, all right.
Yeah, that and chicken dips.
Okay,
which is one I am going to do the chicken dips because like how my program has a cooking program now. I'm learning different foods.
All right. Oh, all right. Mr. Marathon Chef.
Yeah, Aton Chef. Yeah, so I am going to do the dips, and then we will be seeing it.
How many people do you expect to have?
We usually, for tea parties, we don't expect the whole 100. Sometimes it varies. I think it's because it's about 2 o'clock. We start 2 o'clock and we finish about
I can recall when my mother was alive, when Peter was alive, when Miss Felipa was alive, when Flora was alive, when all the people from the Main Street section. You know who I'm talking about, because we grew up in the same area. Right?
We used to go chat with one another. There's one of the days. Helpage is not for just a certain amount of people. Usually, people confuse helpage with like what old house. I mean, old people house, right? It's not like that. It's just to be socializing with the other person. Sometimes this person know this person for a long time, and during our parties, well, they meet together.
And you tell jokes and dance. And Caroline used to do that too.
Yes.
Used to do that too.
Yeah.
So
we still do dancing. People do the dancing because we always have Mr. Renan providing the music, like I'm saying. And then the older folks, when they finish eat and things like that, well, they go dance or if they want to sing. Yeah, yes. Like when I always tell them, I don't like dance. But then when the music comes, you know, your body don't get used to, as you hear a little type of music.
You don't shake.
Yeah, you don't shake. So I used to say, well, my foot is not so good because I can't walk much. But then the other part of my body would shake. Or move your head, or you're still dancing. You're still exercising. You don't have to use your 2 foot.
Ladies and gentlemen, Helpage is one of those organizations that does a lot of work. I'd like to invite you to consider being a part of it or a volunteer. What number should we call if we would like to volunteer?
Well, we have three, which is my one.
Can you give me the number, please?
322-2725.
322-2725, if you'd like to volunteer.
Then you have Mr. Bellis, which is 322-2125.
2125, if you'd like to volunteer.
Then you have
322-2125.
Miss Sally, which is 322-2726. 2238.
Okay. Mr. Fella's number 322-2725. Mr. Bellis' number 322-2125. And then Miss Sally's number 322-2238. I got that right.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
the number to contact anybody who wants to join our...
Wants to join or
We
wants to
have,
volunteer?
In our membership, we have the secretary. Is a young student from Muffles
Junior college.
Junior College. He's
Oh,
the
really?
secretary, yes.
Uh-huh.
And I think he's in the second year.
Okay.
And he has been a volunteer about 2 years, and now he's our secretary.
Okay, good.
So
Good,
that's
good,
what I
good.
said.
See, we can take that as an example.
We have other programs like the schools right now, they do community services. And they would ask if some students could go do volunteer work, and we have...
You have your place here by
Stadium Street.
Stadium Street.
Yeah, it's a
And
green...
it's still there.
Yes, it's just a green and white house.
And then that's the office, plus that's also the
It used to
reception
be
area.
the office and where we have a reception. But now, like how we don't have that program exists no more. So we're just volunteers now. And then, well, we do our meetings, our gatherings, and then they usually tell sometimes for fundraising, people would acquire the building, they rent it for different seminars or different things.
Little occasions and so forth, is what you call it.
So that's where we get our income so that we
Okay.
can use for the
Because that was going to be my other question. How is it that you sustain yourself?
Every year we have a raffle, which is, I forgot to bring the ticket, I mean, sell it. But anyway, I will try to see if I could get one or two. In December, we have, for the Christmas party, we usually have the big raffle, that we call it the big raffle. That's the only fundraising that LPH has. No other raffle we have for getting money. And different businesses, and that month, well, they would offer to give us the prizes, which is sometimes the first prize, I think, is $500. And then the second prize, well, it varies from bigger stuff to smaller stuff. I think sometimes we have up to 16 prizes that we raffle.
Okay, good. So your raffle is
That's
annually?
Annually, and that's the only one where we could get our funds. And then most of the schools, I mean colleges, not school, colleges like Muffles, they usually, Muffles, Bishop Martin, and Technical, Muffles Junior College, they usually give each child a ticket to sell. So that's when we get our money, and that money covers our expense during the whole year, like for chopping the place or
buying that flour and that sugar that you said that you have to buy.
Yeah, that when then we might buy the things that nobody.
How much
buy.
sugar do you need on a yearly basis? About 10, 12 sacks?
I don't know. Yeah, it's supposed to be because
About a
it's
sack a
one for the month.
Okay.
But I don't know what happened with them. BSI, we used to get it free from them, but all of a sudden they stopped from last year. We are buying sugar.
Okay.
Because they're not donating it anymore.
And flour, are you buying it as
we
well?
are buying the flour, yes.
Let's see how we can become involved there. And if somebody would like to
donate it, that would be good.
Certainly. Or if somebody would have a way into one of these donors and say, you know what, I just need to speak to my manager and you will get that donation. Well, why not? Please do that. Okay? On my end, I'll see how best we can do that.
That would be nice. One of the things that we noticed, and I have approached different Chinese people, they don't give them donation to nobody.
In the first place, sorry, but they pretend that they don't understand what you're talking about. Me not understand.
No, not understand.
And some of them, even if they understand, they just don't give.
Especially dealings with elderly. I remember many years when I used to work, I used to go ask for donations, and about like what you say, right? And there was an occasion that Mr. Lee used to give us milk, the case of milk. And all of a sudden he said, you know what, we're not going to give any more donations because we believe, they believe, that when you have an older person, it's your responsibility to take care of that old person. So if it's your father, your mother, whatever, till they die, well then that's your problem done, right?
Yeah, but that's an idealistic point of
that's
view.
Their view.
Yes.
So that's why they no help, because they say they have to take care of their person and not other person, which is wrong, because then if they're not sick, that
point of that kind of reasoning, then nothing would happen to those people who are abandoned and who are destitute and who really need help. Nothing would happen, you know.
No, but I say if it's not for us, they wouldn't have any business, you know, think?
Exactly so, that as well, exactly so. So there's an invitation for businesses. Generally, without having to be putting them at the end of the stick, I just don't normally ask them. And if I do know of a couple of people who willingly give out. Sonny is one of them.
Sonny?
Sonny, how proud are you?
Well, we haven't approached Sonny. And I think if they want to donate, every year we have the same programs over and over. And then we usually ask for donations, whatever they can. It could be money-wise or products or whatever, and then we still appreciate it. Sometimes we have elderly that ask us for Pampers, which is really costly, and sometimes the family can't afford it. So we try to see how we could get it for them, and things like all of that we do.
And the good Pampers are expensive, because you can get Pampers, but then sometimes they leak and they do this and then the other. So
that's one of our problems that we have with them elderly, that especially that who are bedridden, they need a lot of care and different things that they use.
Y que necesitan que su talquito y que su cremita y que necesitan esto y que necesitan el otro, su perfumito. Y todo eso está bien, porque eso es parte de...
¿Es hygiene?
Sí, y es parte de tu capacidad de poder decir, me siento bien.
Ah, sí.
¿Ya me entiendes?
Y yo digo, ¿no? ¿Cómo le dice? Si supiéramos el beneficio que una persona vieja, las historias que saben las viejas, yo creo que debemos de, como decir, I don't know, I think I was going to tell the committee, why don't we start to document those type of histories, Belizean history, especially Orange Rock history, how Orange Rock used to be two-way street. You can't tell me that never two-way street, because all of this area was lone bush. So if we contact those people, we could get a good history about Orange Rock, how it started, who started it.
You just gave me a fantastic idea. Invite some of those older people and interview them.
And interview them, exactly.
Get their knowledge.
Yeah. We have a lot of them that they would like to discuss. A lot of those things that happened years ago.
Because I can easily recall
Miss Flora was one of them.
Miss Flora, but also this who used to live at Miss Mut?
Oh, my auntie?
No, Miss Mut and Miss Docha.
Oh, Miss Docha.
But the lady who used to live there.
Oh, Miss Beatrice? She was a Miss Beatrice.
No,
Escarpeta?
Escarpeta, yes.
Escarpeta.
She was 90-odd years old. Yes, she died. She died. She died. But she was one of those people who I went to interview, and but a little bit too late. I couldn't get much out of her. A little bit too late, because she was already becoming senile. But
we still have people that remembers what happened.
Exactly the point.
So if we could get somebody to do something for make we know, like what is it, tradition, no? Not lose our culture, tradition.
Our culture, because a lot of young people don't know where they're coming from or where they're going. And like at this point, at this 8:30, thank you, Miss Ophelia.
Okay.
And to thank you for coming to our show. I'd like to tell you that in some way, form or manner, I will be assisting you.
That's nice.
With either being a volunteer or trying to get funds or something like that. Or that little part about the interviewing of the older people would be a fantastic idea. And we would definitely welcome that. Just a quick reminder to the public that the numbers, if you'd like to, if you feel after listening to this program that you'd like to be a part of this Help Age program, remembering that all of us will at one time or another become old ourselves.
Yeah, that's right.
Because there's nothing that says that we will not get old. We will stay young forever. No. 322-2725, that's Miss Ophelia's number. 322-2125, that's Mr. Bellis Carballo's number. And 322-2238, that is Miss Sally, who is the current chairlady, the president of Help Age. Miss Ophelia is the vice president, and Mr. Bellis is the treasurer. Ladies and gentlemen, please, if you can, donate to Help Age, and because they need your help. Above anything else, they need your help. And it is a worthwhile cause. Again?
I have a last thing to say about nowadays, we don't have respect from young people.
For older people.
For older people. They do disrespect the older people. Sometimes me, myself, have got into that program. I can't walk much. But sometimes, like when we go to the store, one of the things that we are telling me myself would tell the owner of the store, put some rails. They do have steps, but we as older people, we can go up on the step if somebody isn't holding us. And then if you have a rail, well, then we could go up and by and go up. But that's why I mean, I got a 1, 2, 3. Because they don't have no railing. And I'm not going to go there for make a jump and I broke one hand or one foot, especially my hip. So, real talk. So if they don't have no railing, where are the older people? They have a lot of older people that they go by, but what they do, they have to go by the little shop because we can't go by them tighty shops and don't have no railing.
But people still has one.
People still have one. Billy's Bank have one. Scotia doesn't. Heritage, I don't know Heritage, I don't know about it. But then we're asking,
Scotia has one, I'm not sure.
Most business, I think they should be putting something for people that have for the ramps, for the ones that they wheelchair, or some something where you can hold.
I beg your pardon.
Something where they can hold on. Then another thing with the younger people, they like to discriminate people. I mean, older people, not realizing that one of these days, like, oh yeah, let's tell young people. So whenever they're criticizing older people, sometimes you pass and say, good morning. You think they'll tell you good morning? I just watch you. Like if you come from outer space. That is one. And another thing that they usually do, they must realize they're born with everything, you know. So sometimes an accident happens, and what happens, you'll get worse than the one we used to criticize. So I think younger people should learn to analyze what is life.
I know that in certain communities, in certain cultures, and especially the Japanese culture, and some other Oriental, so it did not strike me strange that the Chinese would be a part of that, but you have to, you like venerate your older people. You hold them in such high respect, and you take care of them. For you not to take care of your older people would be considered like a sin, you know? and an unpardonable sin. Let me correct that, an unpardonable sin, you know? But I'm hoping that we grow more into the culture of taking care of our older people. And that's why I'd like to invite you, who's the audience, to please be a part of HelpAge or any other institution, if you so like, that takes care and helps older people, because it is a worthy cause, a worthwhile cause. Again, thank you very much, Miss Ofelia.
Okay.
Un gran gusto de tenerte aquí con nosotros.
Gracias.
Yo quiero, cuando son las 8:36, decirle al público que vamos a tomar una pausa este momento y cuando regresemos vamos a tratar un tema de gran importancia para todos nosotros. Vamos a esta pausa este momento y estaremos de vuelta luego de estos anuncios. Ya.
Motor 5.0, 4 válvulas por cilindro. Todos quisiéramos una. Como que no agarra, ¿no? Siento como que se le pega el balancín. Vamos a darte el aceite que te mereces. Vas a correr como rayo, preciosa.
Los que oímos más allá de las revoluciones, hablamos máquina. Roche-France, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Agente autorizado, German Vega y Sons. Teléfono 322-3625. Roche-France.
The San Ignacio-Santa Elena Bypass project is now complete. The transformation began in 2012, and now residents of the Twin Towns and visitors alike are enjoying the end result. Works include the full pavement of Lamalus Boulevard, along with 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage, LED lighting, and a roundabout at the entrance of Santa Elena. The Twin Towns now boast the longest and widest bridge in Belize, immune to flooding from the occasional rise in water levels of the McCall River. A bypass road was also built linking the new bridge to Joseph Andrews Drive, which was rehabilitated, as well as 1 mile of pavement, a median, and 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage. This was all done to the tune of $34.8 million. But that's not all. The project was extended due to savings from the successful execution and implementation of the initial scope of works. Now over 2 miles of additional roadworks will commence, including George Price Avenue, Liberty Avenue, and the George Price Highway between Three Flags and Hawksworth Bridge. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Everyone needs a getaway. Why not make it in your own backyard? Learn the history of your old capital. Or venture out on a road trip to experience the village life and be captivated by nature's wildlife, culture, and food. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
The first 2 phases of the Hummingbird Highway Rehabilitation Project from the Belmopan Roundabout Junction to Saboon Bridge and Alta Vista Bridge to Dangriga Town has already made a remarkable difference for commuters and residents alike. These first 2 phases are a $16.5 million investment by the government of Belize. Under this project, the highway is being rehabilitated through improvement of the road pavement to create a safer environment for the public. Improvements, especially in the areas that pose a high risk to motorists, include the introduction of paved road shoulders, high visibility line markings, reflective road studs, bus laybys, and other features that will bring the entire road segment in line with internationally recognized standards. Additionally, the replacement of the existing single-lane bridges will reduce road user risks. These improvements will increase economic, tourism, and agricultural opportunities, further encouraging the social development of Belize, particularly in the south. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
I want to watch my video.
Girls, be quiet. Just give me a minute.
Hey, Miss Michelle. Kids giving you trouble again?
Yes, they're making me crazy. Plus, the internet isn't working.
I know what you mean. We had internet issues too. Then we signed up for Diginet. Best decision ever.
Diginet?
Yep. It's VTL's new fiber optic internet for your home that they are rolling out countrywide. Now, it's just awesome internet all the time. Plus, my parents have the ultimate bundle, which comes with a free mobile postpaid plan and a free unlimited home phone.
Did you say free?
Yes, I did. And for a businessman like you, you can bundle and get 6 gigabytes free mobile data every month. My dad loves it because it saves him a lot of money.
Save?
Yep. Plan starts at $69. So you can stop stealing Miss Michelle's Wi-Fi now.
Not true, miss. Not true, miss.
But hey, what do I know? I'm just a kid. Head over to VTL and see for yourself.
Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like.
Now available in Corozal and San Ignacio.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It is exactly 17 minutes before 9 o'clock. I'd like at this point to welcome again my good friend, Mr. Robert Checky Usher. Good morning, Chex.
Good morning, Pa. Good morning. I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm ready for the day.
Okay.
We have been awarded a next day from the good Lord. The Lord has lent us another day. And I encourage everybody to make the best out of the day, because all of us here are just temporary. We're just passing through, right?
We had the privilege of having the top brass of the police department here 2 days ago. We had the Deputy Commissioner of Police, who is in charge of operations and something else, Mr. Chester Williams. We also had the Northern Regional Commander.
Senior Superintendent.
I apologize.
Senior Superintendent.
Senior Superintendent Luis Castellanos.
Orange Walk boy.
Orange Walk. And we also had the officer commanding the Orange Walk formation, and that is Mr. Juanito Cocom. And they spoke in very clear terms and in very clear words that increased pressure and increased presence was going to be felt in the Orange Walk, I apologize, in the Orange Walk town area due to the recent spate of criminal activity here in the Orange Walk town area. Recently, within the past month or so, 6 weeks, we have heard of or lived through the experience of having some of our very own killed. In other words, some of the people who we know killed. I think that it is something like between 4 to 6 people have been killed due to this increase in criminal activity because of either activity in the gang-related activity, and gangs relating to drugs and turf and etc., etc. So Mr. Chester Williams, along with his two officers, said that they were here to ensure that this is clamped down. Because we do not want, they said, to have a situation like in Belize City, where it is considered to be almost endemic and very difficult.
Have people living
very difficult to handle. They thought that at Orange Walk it was in an infancy situation, and that it was easily being able to be clamped down. Last night, however, we heard of the certain themes within the police department, or commands within the police department, going on a rampage, so to speak, across the town. And last night, I received a couple of videos showing clearly the activity that's going on when the police went into a house and was inspecting an individual, and the flagrant abuse of power that was utilized by some members of the GSU. That was alluded to by the persons taking the video. And then there was another video who the persons here at Charlton alluded to as well, where there was flagrant misuse of power. Jackie, have you seen those videos?
I was looking at one of the videos this morning, the one that was on the street, no? Where they pat down people and things like that. But I think maybe some of the language that have been spoken there by the officers, maybe that were erupting a little bit. But we never see no confrontation between the officers and the person when they rub down, no? But you know, they will always have somebody in a league crowd who want to kick up man foot and so on. People done there, you know.
You're already in a position where they have been asked to spread your feet. So why is it that someone would come kick your foot?
Yeah, and
then I'm asking production team if they can quickly just show segments of that video for us, please.
And
dubbing the volume, because there are some words in the video that are not appropriate.
Yeah, and then what happened is, you see, that the way you put the police department in a slight...
Hello?
That the way they put the police department like in a hurdle, because what happened is, when things happen, when things go wrong, they say, what the police do? What the police do? The police do nothing. Now the police come out and start to try to do something, but then they always have one or two persons in there who try to do things wrong because of the attitude, and they want a big chest. Then it mess up the whole operation, right? Because you don't have to go through the thing, because if you have armed officers and you don't got their people whole already, you don't have to kick up the foot. Just, you know, talk to them, go, hey, we are the police and this and that. And we were stopped by a police officer in Waukegan, myself and Greg. And the police say, good night, gentlemen. I just want to tell you all where I stopped you, because I saw your car swagging a little bit. Can we please see some identifications? I tell him, yes, sir. He says, sir, well, you know what, try to take it easy, you know. Be on the road, it's dangerous. Very nice. Very nice. So I think there are some of the attitude where we need to develop here, no? Because what happens is they have some people, not only in the force, they have some people that are in some position, when they talk to the employees, they talk to them like dog, you know? But just because they got a lead position, you know, what you do watch me for? Things like that. So some people that are in the force, they come out and act like they're a macho man. And then they stir up things, man. They erupt things, make things get out of hand. Then things start. Then start have confrontation between the officers and citizens, which is not good. you know.
So you think that sometimes it is further worsened by attitude coming from both sides. In other words, people, in the first place, the officer, the persons who are being searched, thank you for the word, should be showing some sort of resistance. Might be showing some sort of resistance. And because of that, that is worsened because that would be like a challenge to the police officer who is doing the search.
That's it.
And he feels that, hey, who are you for complaining? I that the boss in this situation.
Right. And then tensions start to
And then tensions flare up.
Yeah, but you know what? I can't quarrel with myself, you know, Pa. Nor I can't fight with myself. It takes two for a quarrel, and it takes two for a fight. Right? So, but then, you see, officers are well trained, but some of them got a character where you just can't get it out of them. So maybe there are people got a character supposed to probably be as a diarist or some other position that being out there, because tensions were always raised up with people. You could be the humblest police officer, you the search there and people, and you the question there, and people are always called tension. One lawyer, one require. My brother innocent, he not do nothing, he not no bad man. But then you have to be calm for dealing with them people there. And people when they interfere in anything, you can be arrested as well, you know. When you interfere, you know, when the law officers they interview somebody or try search somebody, you interfere, you could be arrested as well.
We understand that.
So just take it easy. But I believe that only attitude problem will come up sometime, you know. I just believe that will happen.
And that explains then the eventual abuse of power, because if I search you and you show resistance and well, the first thing that will come to you is, hey boy, I will show you who me.
Yeah, yes, that me got the power. Yeah, I remember one time when the come for San Ignacio some years ago, the late great and the Palacio was with us. And then they stopped us on the Belmopan Road and they started to start tray, and the man said, hey, and they told him, hey, what's up? And I don't care if you're on the Palacio, put your hand and like, kick up the man's foot. You know? Then there are some of the attitude why I think
but that is wrong. And there is no way that we can condone that kind of activity.
Yeah.
Man, decency. And your civil rights dictate that you be treated like a human being. You should not be treated.
Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Good morning, am I live in the air?
You're live on the air, sir. Welcome to the show. Go ahead.
Good morning, this is Mr. Kokom, Officer Commanding Orange Walk Police Formation.
Good morning, sir, and thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Yes, now, because we've been receiving some calls that the curfew into effect that is totally mad. We don't have any curfew. I just want to bring that to the public's notice.
Okay.
We don't have any curfew, and we do not intend to have any curfew.
Okay. There is some video circling with the question of some operation last night. Can you explain a little bit about that operation that happened last night and what part of Orange Walk that was?
No, we were on your show. We were on the show explaining what we intend to do in this area, so that is part of what we explained during the show.
Okay.
How come about this question about this issue about curfew came about? Is it because certain people were being asked to go home at an early hour? What is the reason why certain people alluded to the...
No. The thing is, we will not tolerate loitering. Loitering is an offense, and we will deal with it to the strictest. Because we know that most of the victims are those that are hanging out on street corners, so we want to avoid that. Okay. Loitering is an offense which we will enforce very strictly.
Okay, good.
Okay, man.
Thank you very much, sir. All right, so somebody asked me about a curfew too, and I tell them no curfew there. And if any curfew one there, you have to be
It has to go through the government and the National Assembly has to vote for it, and the Governor General have to sign it, and tara this and tara that. The point is there was no curfew last night, ladies and gentlemen.
And the officer in charge said that they are not intending to do any curfew. They are loitering.
Okay.
And loitering, I wanted to hang out.
You're the hangout.
You're the hangout. That is not tolerated. And
that is not being tolerated and will not be tolerated by anybody.
Yeah, so you're the hangout, and like the officer said, they explained it when they were on the show, and I'm surprised when this person asked me about curfew, because the officers never mentioned anything about curfew.
No, there was no curfew last night. As far as I know, curfew takes, it requires a certain procedure.
Yeah, and if that should happen, it has to be announced.
Of course.
Yeah, so no curfew there, but then went down, loitering will not be tolerated, and if you don't know that they wanted to hang out on street side, hang out in a car, and they got 5-6 men to hang out at one spot. Then they have to break up their groups. They can't do that, you know. But Emmanuel also understand that from a reliable source that the person that was arrested in September, the gang members from Belize City, so-called gang members, I understand that they have been released.
But Chester said that they're going to be released this week.
Yeah, I understand that
this weekend.
I understand that
the time is up on Sunday.
I understand that they were released last night.
You understand?
From a reliable source.
Okay.
I understand that. It came from a real reliable source. So.
Well, I thought that Mr. Williams was a reliable source. So you know, but things can change.
Yeah.
So let's see how that fares out. I think that Mr. Williams was very, very clear when he said as well that the choice is theirs.
Yeah.
In other words.
Yeah, somebody saying right here, what happened that some police, they insult you. They have to go to school. One of them, the last time, a police corporal told me, give me something, but they got some obscene language license. All right, something like
that's a general complaint, abuse of power. But that is the general complaint coming from the people. Why is it that they don't treat you like you ought to be treated? You can expect a criminal to be treated a certain way, but there are some people who are innocent,
or somebody
who are being treated as if they were criminals,
or armed and dangerous.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but that is the story that I'm getting.
But remember, the deputy commissioner said that Orange Walk will be having some changes of laments here in Orange Walk. Then they change some and bring some new one. This text is saying, are they dealing with tinted glass? It's too dark, too much dark glasses. They mentioned that as well.
They mentioned that they're going to be enforcing the tint law. So in other words,
the law
is there. It's just that, you see, they had to not rescind the law as such, but to put it to be lenient with some of the cases, because in some cases
you don't know who they pass the vehicle. Some of my friend hailed me and tell me, hey, I hailed you yesterday. You never.
And that always happens with me. I hear the vehicle blowing on, but I don't know who on earth is in there. So I will not answer back, because I don't know if it's me the hailing or somebody else.
Yeah.
You understand me? So I can agree with that. However, Mr. Williams said very clearly that the front window can be tinted up to a certain amount.
Yeah.
The back up to a certain amount. The windshield can be, I think, 6 inches tinted up to a certain amount. But there cannot be a situation where all the windshield is tinted and all the windows are tinted, where you can't see anything from inside and barely anything from outside. Anything from outside and barely anything from inside out.
Yeah, and we see a lot of vehicles out there.
And you see a lot of those. The question is, how is the driver seeing? If at night I am in a vehicle that is way too tinted, I don't feel comfortable, because I think that I have this fear that I'm not seeing everybody who is out there.
Yeah, that's who
and that there exists a possibility that I may knock somebody down without knowing. So I can't understand how people can actually be driving around with tinted windshields and with tinted windows all the way up to a high amount where you can't see anything. It hampers your view, your vision.
Yeah.
So that law, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be enforced. I don't know how they're going to deal with those vehicles that come factory tinted. Now, I do believe that perhaps in most cases, those factory tinted vehicles come already tinted with a percentage of tint that is within the law. I would assume that.
Yep. Yes.
I don't think any vehicle factory or manufacturer is going to tint a window or a windshield or something to the effect that is way above what the law requires.
Yeah. And if it is above what the law requires, then importation of those should stop as well. Because when people bring in anything, they have to clear the importation and specify what they have there. So stop the importation as well.
Exactly. So we have to be very careful of what kind of tinting your vehicle has. So don't think that, because I can't do nothing but it comes off from factory, but you can actually be denied the entry of the vehicle.
But that can start from you go and license your vehicle as well. You just bring in this vehicle and license it. You can't license this because this is above the specification when it comes to the tinted glass. But change it. It's loitering also is one. Loitering is of one person who could be stalking or dodging someone's movements or selling retail drugs. Well, the law know what is loitering. We have a next one here. Say, the police need to be inspected by some other police from another district. Well, they're having reshuffling here in Orange Walk. And we have, you see, we have 3 persons that is new here in the north, Emmanuel, with Chester. Well, I don't think here and there for long, but we have Mr. Juanito Cocom, who is new, and we have the senior superintendent, Luis Castellanos, who is new, right? We
also have the inspector who took care of as second in command, is also new.
Okay, so these people will look over these officers that are working in Orange Walk and how they are operating and what's their behavior. So they know and bring in the adequate officers. Now they could comb the area, like how they have all of this big patrol, and then they could go back to the drawing board. Okay, we know this officer has this type of expertise. Where he is right now, that is not needed there. So let's bring that officer here. Let's bring those officers who are versed in what pertains to Orange Walk.
All of that is good, All of that is good, and a certain point. But the point that people are making is very simple. Yes, we agree with the added presence. Yes, we agree with everything like that. But just don't take advantage of your power. Don't do an abuse of power just so because you think you have the power that you can abuse it to abuse somebody else's civil rights.
Yeah.
That's all people are saying.
But then the citizens need to cooperate with the department as well, Emmanuel.
Oh, I can understand.
Because you remember when all the things they happen, they say, where is the police? ¿Dónde está la policía? Eso está pasando. No tenemos policía. No hay policía. Now we have the police presence. We need to cooperate with them.
I agree with you.
You see the police operation, you don't go like the customer tell hey, left him alone because he not do nothing. Or he not my uncle or this and that. On the chance that he not do nothing. Make the people and do their work. Let them make them do their work.
Let them do their work as long as they don't do any abuse of power. That's what the people are asking. Yeah. Let them do their, go ahead, do your work. Yeah, but don't abuse the power.
This one say, I think they really need to get down on those things because they are the same, those cars used for the foolishness. I think you're referring to the dark tints. But it's against the law, We then tint where you can't see. And the deputy commissioner of police said that then they deal with them things there. So a lot of people are vexed, but we have to live within the law. Sometimes people hard to understand that police doing their job. All right? So people need
So
when parents allow their kids to do bad things and not educate them, play blind.
Ladies and gentlemen, there was no curfew last night. None whatsoever. This is just the added presence, increased presence of the police department, taking care of trying to gain control of certain streets. Okay? And taking in those persons who are loitering, who are involved in criminal activity. That was announced yesterday, 2 days ago on the show by the top brass of the police.
And they came and
informed the people of Orange Walk that this was going to happen. It should be very clear. We don't have a problem with that presence. We don't. We are very simply, in a couple of instances, responding to some of the accusations or allegations of misuse of power or abuse of power. We welcome the police presence here. We welcome the police presence here. And thank you, Mr. Juanito, for calling in and confirming to us that there was no curfew last night.
Somebody say right there at Trial Farm they have people that hang out at the corner of the street and they fast, so they want to pass. That's a loitering too, you know?
That is loitering,
So if the police pass and they pick them up, nobody say, hey, pero mi here no estaba haciendo nada, solo estaba ya.
But they should realize that that constitutes an offense.
Yes, it is.
Loitering is an offense.
It's a need to be very strict, but in an educated way. We want to see the video. We don't have the video. We can't pass it. I say, and for B, I think they really need to get down on also. And for B, taximan, I think they should not have the glass tinted. Me afraid for catching a taxi with tinted. They got taxi with tinted too, pa?
Yeah.
Well, they want to get
most of the time, taxis don't have their tint all the way up unless you catch the ones at night where it's cooler, when it's cooler, and because you have taxi the day and you have taxi over the night.
Yes,
you know.
yeah. You got it all.
The day ones, they bring down the glass all the way down. The night ones, they have their little tint and do the daily business.
Yeah, well, let's remind you all, there is no curfew. The police department, they deal with the people who, make we put it in a way, make you understand, they hang out. Because sometimes they say loitering and they go and say, me don't know with that. when they hang out, you're not supposed to hang out. You got a house, so they stay in your house and not they hang out. And then people, they got the lead area where they got a lead crowd where always they hang out and they discourse and this and that. Then the things will have to come to an end. And the only reason why the department are doing their things, Emmanuel, is to make our community a better place for all of us to live in.
A safer place, that's exactly right.
You know? But we need to go. It's 9:09.
Thank you, production team. Muchas gracias. Thank you, Checky.
Yes,
thank you very much.
And thanks to Mr. Juanito for calling in.
Thanks to Mr. Juanito, thanks to Miss Ophelia, and thanks also to Miss Rita who participated in the show. And thank you to all those persons who sent messages and texts. Thank you very much.
We got a lot more, but we can't read all
of them. We can't read all of them. Believe me, we are already out of time. And
every second class.
The show repeats tonight at 9 o'clock. By all means, we will be here with you tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock, faithfully. My name is Emmanuel.
Okay, I'm Robert Checker Usher. The wake for the late Mr. Horace Adolphus will be held tomorrow night at the Adolphus residence in Crooked Tree. Funeral service will be at 2 p.m. on Saturday in Crooked Tree. The body will lie in state at 1. I will get the name of the church for tomorrow and we will share that with you. This person said, good morning. They're supposed to change those ones who urine, charge those ones who urine at the corner of the street. They shouldn't be doing that. But yeah, so the funeral will be held on Saturday in Crooked Tree at 2 o'clock. The body will lie in state at 1, and the wake will be tomorrow night at my aunt's residence in Cooking Tree. Tomorrow I'll bring the full details. So have yourself a wonderful day. We'd like to thank Morris for operating the camera. Also Rahim for taking care of the controls. Everybody who enjoy the nice weather, or no continue enjoying the nice weather, because like we say, rain good for some people, but some people say rain a bad weather, but all weather a good weather, right, Pa? Or no? You agree with that?
I agree with you. I agree with you. Why should I not agree with you?
Yeah, because the weather good for some people, but we need to go, Pa.
We need to go. And thank you, Chequi. Compañeros, tengan un bonito día. Have yourself a beautiful day. Como dice en español, si haz un bien, si no puedes hacer un bien, no hagas un mal. Compañeros, hasta luego. Nos vemos mañana a la misma hora. Hasta luego.
Sugar City Morning Show.